Hi guys, welcome to All Weather Advisors, and this video will be specially for people who are looking to start investing and don't have an idea where to invest, how to invest, how much to invest, when to exit, when to enter, because this year 2020 is the year of survival. In the year of survival, it is important to protect your capital, which is your money. Do not make any losses and make some gains if not losses, right? So we will start with Nifty 50, which is the index of India, right? So what I want to show you is that there is a negative correlation between the stock market index and the coronavirus cases, because of which we all are suffering, and the markets also suffered a 40% drawdown. Okay, so basically we can see that the stock markets started dropping from 19th of February and dropped till 24th of March, right? And if you remember, this is a very critical point, and this is a very uh, fascinating thing that on 23rd of March, our Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi, uh, set a lockdown for the country, right? And there is the date on which the markets bottomed out. So there is some significance about that. So let's see why the stock market, which is an indicator of the economy, stock market displays how well the economy is doing, and the coronavirus cases, there is a disintegration between them. So stock market started falling from 19th of February. If you see 19th of February, the coronavirus cases in India, as per the reports on Worldometers, only three cases were there, right? And markets bottomed out on 24th, only 536 cases. Only such minimum cases among the population of 140 crores. And markets fell 40%, which is a very big thing. A lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of money was lost, right? And the major hit takers were the uninformed retail investors like us. Okay, so we are the dumb money. We have to become the smart money, which is the government, the financial institutions, the banks, who are the major players, right? We have to be ahead of them to make more profits than them, right? So as you can see, on March 24, markets bottomed and coronavirus cases were very less. This should have been the opposite. So if economy is going through a very bad shape, the stock markets will fall. But the economy was not in a very bad shape when markets bottomed out. So it's going opposite, right? So this is the statement that I was stating in my WhatsApp group, which is the financial markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent or liquid. इसका हिंदी में मतलब होता है कि केसेस कम थे पर मार्केट ज़्यादा फॉल हुई. ये इसलिए हुआ, दिस इज बिकॉज मार्केट्स फ्यूचर में जो होना होता है उसको डिस्काउंट कर लेते हैं पहले से, राइट? तो ये जो हम देख रहे हैं केसेस इतने, इसको मार्केट ने पहले से ही एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया था, बिकॉज पीपल न्यू, स्मार्ट मनी न्यू दैट दिस इज गोइंग टू गेट वर्सन ओनली. ओके, एंड व्हेन मार्केट्स बॉटम from this date 24th March till now, we have approximately 6 lakh cases. The economy is going very bad. Economy is in bad shape economically, uh, health wise, the infrastructure, hospitals, it is in a bad shape. Still stock market is going up. So you cannot make money just by seeing. what is happening. So what I tell my clients is, don't listen to what they say. They are governments, institutions, banks, people, CEOs of different companies, NBFCs, Motilal Oswal, etc., etc. Not to point at someone, just to display my opinion via an example, right? So don't listen to what they say. Look what they are doing, where their money is flowing. For that, you have to do a lot of research, which some people do not have time for. I do understand that, and that is what investment advisors are for. So, just to give a brief of our signals, trades, our performance from April till June was very good, right? I'll show you how it was. So, these are the macro asset means matlab, these are the asset classes in which we can invest in, right? YTD means year to date, मतलब 1st of Jan से लेके अभी तक का रिटर्न in 2020 कितना है. This is the latest returns. Okay, so our benchmark was Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has been the superior performer in the last 10 years, and has been the superior performer this year too, right? 27% it has given. So if you invested 1 lakh, you would have 1 lakh 27,000. Gold has given 16%, and the people who invested in stock markets thinking the bottom is in, and they were trying to predict the markets, they failed. A lot of people failed. A lot of people lost money, and a lot of people are in losses, expecting that the markets are going to recover soon, which they may or may not. For that, you have to join us. We have a set fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and metrics, which we do for you specially, because of which we have been able to give our clients and ourselves a 40% return every month. Okay, okay. I forgot to mention this. This is year to date, 27%. We have given 40% every month, and I will share a description, an image, a screenshot to provide a proof of the same, which I'm stating here. And the biggest assets that were rock solid, which were thought of being so solid that they will never ever fall, they will never ever go to zero, they have given negative 34% returns. Okay, so seeing this point, I want to uh, take your focus towards oil, petrol, and diesel prices. Okay, so if the crude oil has fallen by 34%, which means it is cheaper to buy crude oil now, then why is the government hiking the prices for consecutive 23 days, right? You can call him an idiot and whatever, so but his point is valid here. Why our government our government is rising prices when petrol and diesel in the world, global market is cheaper, right? So we cannot trust governments wholly 100%. Just my opinion. We have to have our opinion. We have to have our investments, which are somewhat not linked to government interventions. So it was earlier only gold and silver, which was not under the control of governments because they are produced naturally in the environment. Now we have Bitcoin also. So is it a right time to invest in Bitcoin or not? That is a case which we tell to our clients. Okay. So I just wanted to tell you that there is a lot of thought process that goes in, and a lot of analysis research is done 24/7. We almost work 24/7. We work during the daytime, we work during the night time, when the US stock markets are open, to watch Bitcoin, to watch stock markets, watch gold, silver, trades we can do, things. like that, and so on and so forth, right? So let's see an important event which is going to come in November this year. So we have like July, August, September, October, 4 months before this event, and 2 months after this event. So this year is going to be very volatile. So if you are thinking that some people have good knowledge, I'm not, bargaining here with them, but most of the people who are working professionals in big companies, small companies, the businessmen who do not have enough knowledge about the markets, if they try to create another source of income without having proper knowledge, they are going to lose a lot of money because this year is going to be very volatile, right? The event is the United States presidential election. Right now, the president is Donald Trump. But before that, and after that, are the markets going to fall or are the markets going to rise? This is the question. All depends on this election, right? Now let's have a look into the global economy, how it is doing. So the IMF, International Monetary Fund, they don't require any introduction. So they have given a negative 4.9% in 2020 to the global GDP. So the jobs are being lost. Companies don't have revenue. Manufacturing has stalled. There is no production. When there is no production, there is no demand. The supply decreases. The liquidity crunch happens. That's why governments print money to revive the economies artificially, which does not work very well in the long term. So I will tell you what United States has done. United States of America, central bank have been doing from the past 50 years, which is wrong. It is time that the United States dollar strength as a global reserve currency comes to an end. I will show the reason why. And this will have a lot of impact on the stock markets, the gold prices, Bitcoin, and everything else. Okay. So if we look in 1971, dollar US dollar was taken off the gold standard. So you can print infinite amount of money. So they have been doing that, and their debt increases when they. So if you print money, as per the basic accountancy, the asset increases on the balance sheet, right? When you print money, cash increases. Cash is an asset on the balance sheet. Asset side increases. So there is going to be an equal liability for that on the balance sheet, which will be the loan that people, government, or companies have to pay, right? This money supply has been rising, and similarly, on the liability side, the US debt or US loan on their country, including everyone, is rising, right? You can see how this number is quickly rising by thousands of dollars. They're just printing money like anything. The US economy is about $21 trillion. Their national debt is $26 trillion as per this website, but it could be $30 trillion. And a 6 to $8 trillion difference is a very big amount because India's GDP is only $3 trillion, about 2.8 to $3 trillion. So the US central bank has printed to India, right? To Indian countries, in terms of monetary supply. Who is going to pay this debt? The governments will pay? No. Will the governments ask the companies to pay? No, because they run the country and they have their own alliances with them. Who is going to suffer? Us. What is the way out of this? Gold, Bitcoin, silver. Is it the right time to invest or not? You can join our membership in which we have technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We provide news. We do a lot of research, and we that's why we have beaten the defense. Sorry, that's why we have beaten the benchmark return, which is Bitcoin, and we have returns 40% returns every month, every month, which is a big achievement for us as we are a new fund managers or investment advisors, right? I'll take you to the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank of the USA, is printing $1 million every second. So it is like 70, 75 lakh rupees is being printed every second. If they can print money like this, just think from a simple perspective. If there is money and the governments keep printing it, the supply increases, but the demand is not such. That's why the value decreases. Okay, how much money they are printing? Can you look? Federal Reserve admits it pumped more than $6 trillion to Wall Street in recent 6 week period. They just take care of the Wall Street, the corporates. They don't care about you. You have to take care of yourself, right? And coming to the interconnection of these things, why I'm focusing a lot on these fundamental, these are macro factors which turn the tables from one side to another. That's how you make money in the long term. We do not focus on the short term returns because that is trading. We don't trade, we invest. We are investors, we are holders, right? So if you can see in 1989, the if you bought a 2 year fixed deposit in the United States of America, it gave you 9% per year. That has been going down and down and down and down. Why? Because there was a lot of debt or loan on the US government for which they had to pay interest, but they did not have the money, and they are the global reserve currency. So they thought, we are the boss, we have our loans, we have to pay interest, we can print money. Just like that, they kept on printing money. They kept and kept on printing money. See the spike. They kept and kept on printing money, right? And that's why the interest rates were cut to increase the supply of money. Uh, this is going to go negative for sure. 2 year yield of the United States is going to be negative, and a lot of yields of the countries are already negative, which means if you put your 1 lakh rupees in a bank which has a negative interest rate, so you have to pay the bank to keep your money. So will you keep your money with the banks if you have to pay instead of getting the interest on it? You will not. But what will you do? Either you will keep the cash with you or you will invest. Now, let me tell you why you will not keep all of the cash with you. That's because they will keep on printing money, and the purchasing power of your dollar, rupee, or anything, the currency or the country that you live in, decreases. So, will you want your net worth to decrease because of the actions of the government? No. What will you do? You will buy assets. Then there are stock markets, shares, then there is gold and silver, and then there is Bitcoin, right? These are the macro assets. In which to invest, where to invest, and how to invest, it is about time to invest to create a source of money. And we are here to help you, right? We have given a lot of return to our clients. They are happy. When the stock markets are giving negative returns, we are outperforming the world macro assets. Okay. So let's dig deeper a bit into interest rate, and then I will call it off. And I will provide my details in the description, and you can contact me and we can have a good conversation. We can do your financial planning and all those things, right? Thank you so much. Uh, I'll see you on the other side. But beware, do not take any aggressive step which causes you any harm, which causes your financial stability any harm. Just to double your money, like buying a share or buying Bitcoin or buying gold at the wrong time does not make sense. We do a lot of research. We do macro research, we do micro research, we do fundamentals, we do technicals, we do metric research, we do GDP to economy research. We do everything that you can think of. What is going to happen before November elections of the US and after that is very tricky. Either you would want to sit on the sidelines to be safe, but if you want to make money, you have to get safe and sound advice, which we are here for, right? All the opinions spoken about in this video are mine, and those are not facts, and those are not against anyone or and nothing like that. But just our opinions, which have been correct from the April to June quarter, right? We have been bang on, and we will. Our goal is to double our clients' money every year. So if we double money every year, then you can calculate that if you start with 5 lakhs, you are going to end up with crores in 10 to 12 years. So that's our goal. Thank you so much. I'll leave my contact number, our channel, our WhatsApp broadcast. You can join us. You can see how we perform and things like that. For now, I'll take your leave. Bye bye. Take care.